Hello and welcome to learntocook.com. I'm Chef Mark, and today we'll be frying fish. Deep frying it, that is. Like a fish fry that you may go to or have. You want to get yourself some nice firm flounder. That seems to be a little thicker than sole. You can use sole, or what we're told is sole. But I like to use flounder. It's a little thicker. I have some fillets I filleted from a whole flounder from the fish market. I have some flour. I'm going to season my flour with just my seasoning of choice, whatever seasoning you like to use for a fish fry. You'd be surprised the variety is endless. You can also salt that as well. At this time, good time to salt that, which I did earlier. Lay your flounder pieces into the flour. And then I beat up some whole eggs. And I have some breadcrumbs, some panko breadcrumbs. They're a crispier breadcrumb. Gives them more of a crunch to it. P-A-N-K-O. So, flounder, fillets, or any whitefish smelts work well with this, right? Lake smelts are nice. Small perch is beautiful for a fish fry or to fry a fish. Snapper fillets, so any fish that you'd like to use that's thin, that is, works very well for frying. So I have them in my just beaten eggs. Make sure all the flour is coated with the liquid. So there's no flour visible on the piece you've taken out of the egg wash into the panko breadcrumbs. So you got to do two things at once here. You don't want to bread your fingers, so you keep one in the wet, one in the dry, otherwise you have breaded fingers. Now we're going to fry our flounder. So you can see the temperature is deep fry, which is 375, the ideal temperature. So we'll lower that in there. You'll find as you reuse your frying oil, it browns quicker as it decomposes. This is relatively fresh oil, so it takes a little longer to brown. So you can see the temperature, 380. Of course, it's going to cool down as you add more fish. Of course, that's the key in deep frying. Whether you're going to overload the basket or dump all the fish in, the oil drops to 300 and you have a very greasy product, oily and unhealthy. Deep frying isn't unhealthy, it's the folks who don't know how to deep fry that makes it unhealthy. Temperature has to be maintained at the deep fried temperature. The product is dry, there's no water anywhere, properly breaded, and it's cooking at a nice temperature so that it will ensure that the center steams, the outside's crispy and crunchy, and the center's cooked. I have a strainer, some paper towels. Heavy bottom pot is ideal. Maintain that temperature. Now if you're frying beignets or you're going to do fritters, just make sure you have people away from the stove. You don't want anyone nearby. Watch the handle. The handle should be off to the side so no one bangs into it. So that's looking good. Already golden brown. Cook those 4 minutes. Beautiful. Nothing's better than crispy fish fry, and the panko is very desirable. You can see how cutting the fillets also in the fish shape is very attractive looking. All right, our fish is fried golden brown, nice and tender. It's drained on the paper towels. Usually we serve fried fish on paper. It's a classic preparation or presentation. That way it has a chance to additionally drain. Or alternately, you can present some on a nice platter if you like. Nicer presentation. And drizzle with some wasabi sauce all over. Then you can put a dab of chili oil mayonnaise on the side. Of course, here for this presentation as well. And there you have a beautiful deep fried fish. Enjoy.